just remind myself now that this video is not for performance. It is not to deliver something. It is irrelevant how long I need to start the video, and it's irrelevant how many seconds or time went by until I speak. These videos, they remind me. They remind me that I don't know, man. That it's about feeling, you see. You know, there is this little girl. She's 6 years old. She's in my experience. Once in a week I give her some guitar lessons. It's beautiful. And she's challenging me, of course. She's challenging me to open my heart even more. Not only, of course, for myself, but for her. But also for the system where this old earth lives in. Oh man, I don't know what to say. Sometimes I think that I feel not overwhelmed, but right now I feel an old energy surfacing, better said, moving through me in my first and second energy center, in root and sacral. And I spoke to my guidance, to my cosmic support. And I'm now literally grounding new light in this area, in this three-dimensional area where she's in with her family. And this reminded me that for a second I did not slipped, but for a second I thought it's not okay to feel that, because our experiences they move through us. And when you are awakening, when you are raising your frequency as a human being, when you activate your hybrid DNA, there are tough moments. And I don't say this because it's a belief. There are tough moments. So right now, in this interaction that I had with her, I felt that a lot of emotions were in her system that got the opportunity through my presence to be felt. And for her, I'm representing a present masculine energy, a present masculine energy part that she has difficulties to trust in. And this forces me somehow. I don't know if this makes sense right now. You see, I have moments where I know nothing, where I simply know nothing, where I just can feel and give those feelings some form of expression, like right now. But I know when I speak, that energy that I feel, it's not about the words I'm saying, even if the words totally doesn't make any sense. You can feel the energy, and I move through that energy right now because my root chakra right now is asking, can we anchor this? Can we anchor this light and this new earth frequency in this field? Of course we can, but if you awaken and you chose this lifetime to no longer play small, but to go big, whatever that means for you and your soul, then you not only transform your own limitations, you move through mass consciousness to several places and your body and your vessel is, you let it move through you, you see. And it was a raw moment today. In this moment I just went as present as I could, but this shook me somehow. It was not about what happened on the surface. It was about what I could felt emotionally going on there. And I know I'm there for a reason. I'm not giving guitar lessons as a teacher there. Yes, it's the surface, but it's not about that she's learning guitar. She already can play. She's 6 years old. She learns through observation. She simply looks at me and she masters it. It's amazing. But then you find yourself knowing that from the age of 0 to 7, 0 to 6, 7, children like her have no analytical facilities. Everything that they observe as in behavior by their parents or other people, doesn't matter, but the parents or the family is the closest field. They copy. They get programmed by that. And I realized through a talk to my partner that of course not only about her. The emotions that she's feeling and does not have the place to feel because she moves in this field of old paradigm. They are now having a safe space with me, and I am asked to become the version who can carry this, because so often I hear myself saying, yeah, the new earth. I embody it, I do the work, transform my limitations into love and joy. And it's beautifully. But then you're somehow confronted with the truth. Not the truth, but the contrast. The contrast of physical reality in this time and space. And I think there's still a part of me that doesn't want to look at it that way, because you see, there's so much stuff going on. And this is without judgment against anyone. It's just a lack of knowledge. Immense lack of knowledge and awareness and application of that knowledge. Energy is so real, energy is so real, it's the realest thing that there is. We create our life experience out of energy. Imagine. Everything's energy. And right now this release is it's real. You see, as a being of light, as an awakening being, you help to transform that, you help to transform the collective energy. And I think I'm just somehow suppressed my frustration that I have to do this. Because it really fucks up sometimes. It really fucks up sometimes. When you experience such dense energy, you see, and you walk through that, and you're not wrong in feeling that, and I know that I'm not wrong in feeling that, and I know that many men have problems too. Not problems, a challenge to open their hearts and to feel. And I walked a while to open my heart and to feel again. And I think feeling is the greatest gift that we have, because it's healing. But it's also overwhelming at times, you see. So long I mixed this up with weakness or not being strong or not getting it or whatever. You know, all those false beliefs. That's what I mean. And now, right now, I feel my own grief, my own frustration moving through me. I feel also the field of the little child and the family. It's now like I feel everything. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for myself that I do these videos, that I committed myself to express whoever I am in the moment. You know, I could sit here and pretend that everything's fine and walk as a master and everything is unfolding perfectly. It is, of course. It is, but this is part of it. This is part of it. And a master on earth feels. And this is something I continuously surrendering to. Then you see, the more my frequency raises, and the more I broaden my perspective. The more you do that, the more you can see the pain in the people's eyes, the frustration, and the fear. I sat there waiting for the tram, and after that guitar session, and two guys sat down next to me. And one thing that I observe is when you are really present, what I was in this moment, you look completely behind the veil, and I turned my head right to them. That was the moment that I recognized them. I felt that someone sit next to me, and damn, I looked in their faces, and I don't know. I don't know what I feel right now. I don't know if it's pain. I don't know if it's grief. I don't think that I have to name it. Just feel it. But I thought, oh my God, to a large degree, this world is a mess. Energetically, we created a mess. And that I don't mean that judgmental. Humanity for a long time was unconscious. We did all those things that control and controlled by fear. Are all out of survival, because we are actually fearing dying, not belonging to the tribe anymore, being alone. So dependent on certain systems, so powerless, that we forgot what true power is. Power is not control. Power is sitting in the loneliness, because when you're awakening, you do that. When you awaken, you are at a point where nobody understands you, not even the closest person. Doesn't matter if you feel it for yourself or for the collective as a vessel. You feel it. And you go through that. And through that, real boldness and power rises. And that's what I'm feeling. But I feel also the responsibility coming with that. You know, I'm so proud of myself that I sit here and cry in front of the camera, knowing that I'm going to share this with you. Not because of the reason of looked how sensitive or how open I am. God, so many, for so long. For so long, this was the important thing for my ego, to just belong and just to be good enough. And oh my God, what would people think? Then I look in the face of those people and they're trapped in that, you know? When you overcome your emotions and when you let go of all of that stuff, one effect of that is that you can see that what you have let go of, you can see in other people. You see in them a part of you that you no longer are. And that's life smiling to you mischievously and saying, see how far you have come. It's saying, all those lonely moments and nights, all those meditations in darkness, all those moments crawling on the floor, brought you to this perspective and made you a really great big being. And just for the hell of it, man, it's okay to just feel all of that. It's time that we define strength and clarity and power in a completely new way. Because you're not strong when you control other people. Oh God. You are strong when you stand there as the mountain in your presence, no matter what happens around you, and you know that your light is enough. That your being, your frequency is enough. Let your field speak. Let your frequency do the heavy lifting. But you are allowed to rest. That's what I say to my body every day. And let's stop judging the ego, please. Ego is not something evil. You chose your ego, your body, your personality, and I love my personality. I literally have a new one. Because I'm a new person right now. Yeah, it's a character, you can do with it whatever you want. This is not weakness. This is refinement. It's the wave. It's the wave. It's the spiraling out of the old. And welcome the new with open arms and open heart. I don't even know how I should title this video. Fuck. Anyway. Maybe I call it the mischievious crying. Yeah, maybe I do that. We will see. Feel free to share your comments on that. Feel free to connect and to speak to me, and I don't know. I just say, this is Han. Golden socks, still shining and glimmering. And so does your soul. Thank you for having this moment. And thank you that this video spreads my light into the entire collective field and breaks it open from within, because that is what I'm going to do with my joy, with my love, with my clarity, and with the entire I want to say army, but I don't like that word. With the entire support of all beings of the galaxies that are observing Earth, by the way. I swear to you, I have information. This will blow your mind. I am looking forward to a beautiful journey here on Earth and with this channel. So, if this somehow resonates, my dear friend, Cosmic One, beloved espresso drinker, I love espresso, then make sure to subscribe, and let's walk in light together. This is Han. Goodbye.